Welcome to Channel Vision Podcasts. My name is Brady Hicks, and today we're joined by Bicom's Systems. Bicom is a top provider of customized communications technology, and we have with us Aida Jamak, the head of products for Bicom. Aida, how are you doing today?
Great, Brady. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully it will be an interesting podcast.
Oh, I think it will for sure. This month, Bicom Systems is celebrating its 17th birthday, which is a huge accomplishment in the industry. For those who aren't familiar, please tell us a little bit about Bicom Systems.
Sure. Bicom System has been providing telecom software products through our channel partners since 2003. We have been working on innovative open source telecommunications management products. This year, we have reached the list of top 20 companies in the world in the field of unified communications, which is a very important milestone for us. With its product portfolio, Bicom System provides small and medium-sized enterprises, firms, and governments around the world with turnkey solutions that take into account the exact needs of our customers in a very cost-effective manner.
Oh, very nice. And today we're here specifically to talk about the SERVERware product. Aida, if you could, please give us an intro to SERVERware as a product for those who aren't familiar.
SERVERware is my favorite topic, to be honest. It is the only virtualization platform tailored to hosting telephony and unified communications in the cloud. It delivers a wide range of IP services and applications with 5 nines high availability, stability, and reliability for maximum uptime. The platform is available in standalone, mirror, and cluster editions, offering fault tolerance, high availability, as well as processing and storage scalability. By far, the preferred choice of our partner is the mirror edition. But our partners usually upgrade to the cluster edition when expanding, as it is a perfectly scalable solution. SERVERware provides support of NVMe over TCP in the storage pool assembly as of version 4. It is a high-performance storage networking protocol that offers much lower latencies, higher bandwidth, parallelism, much better efficiencies, and removes replication area network or RAN link bottleneck.
Oh, fantastic. And I know that disaster recovery is a huge area of concern for a lot of companies. I know that Bicom specifically offers Geo-Redundancy. Could you talk about Geo-Redundancy in SERVERware?
Sure. Again, one of my favorite topics. Simply put, Geo-Redundancy as a feature, it is based on the data redundancy. To clarify, it keeps the data generated by services on 2 or more geographical locations. So this is achieved, of course, by replication, which in other words is sending a copy of each piece of data to the storage on a remote location. Again, to clarify, this is not a real-time replication. So meaning that the data is not replicated to the locations simultaneously while the operations are processing. It is rather scheduled to sync the changes in the time period designated by the user, which gives the flexibility, again, to the users to set those periods by themselves as per their needs. Minimum replication period that can be set within SERVERware is 1 minute and maximum is 24 hours. And as I said, the user is in full control of this. Now compare this to one of other provider where both minimum and maximum replication periods are 24 hours. In case of a disaster in one location, if all storage data of VPSs is available on the second site, this will actually mean that the services can be restored on the second site and its computational resources. And basically, the SERVERware provides a graphical interface to do it with just a few clicks. Just to point out, the primary benefit of Geo-Redundancy is obviously continuity of business in case of disasters, in today's economy, it is crucial to have a business continuity plan.
And it sounds like it's very easy to manage from the end user perspective. But I just want to be clear here, Aida. In case of disaster, let's say a man-made attack or something natural, will there be some data loss when using serverware geo-redundancy?
Yes, not exactly data loss, but data shift will happen. And it is caused by these periods of synchronization. So basically the goal of serverware replication is the high reliability of the replicated data with minimum data shift. So this is what I would like to emphasize. In other words, to keep the most recent good copy of the data on a remote location. This is achieved by verifying each part of the data that is transferred and also the integrity of the whole increment. The integrity of the increment is achieved by the use of OpenZFS technology as a storage engine that uses Fletcher for integrity checksum. If there is anything wrong with the increment, it will fail and the previous one will be kept as the last good one, and that will be the restore point. Additionally, serverware geo-redundancy can be configured to keep multiple recovery points. If the most recent replication cycle is no-go, an older one can be used.
And that sounds like one of the great things about this product is that, you know, even if it somehow messes up once, you always have an archive of backups before it. Aida, you touched on it earlier. How often is data synchronized between the sites? And tell us a little bit more about that.
The geo-redundancy in serverware performs time schedule snapshots and syncs the data from one location to another, as I said previously. It requires full sync to be performed only once on the initial setup. And the next one is always incremental. It syncs to a service on a remote site that we call a geo-redundancy server, or GRS in short. After the initial sync, it does only incremental syncs, as I've said. Only changes in between replication cycles are synchronized, and this implementation lowers link performance requirements between the sites. Also, when configuring replication, the user can pick which domains and or VPSs will be replicated per each configured geolocation, which again gives flexibility to the users to fit to their needs best.
Oh, fantastic. I know another huge area of concern for a lot of companies is security. How secure is synchronization between sites? Is there need for additional setup?
Data replication transfer between geolocations is tunneled over encrypted TCP connection between the sites. Basically, this eliminates the requirement of the encrypted VPN setup between locations, and of course, simplifies the deployment of this feature to production.
Fantastic. And is the takeover process that you talk about, is that a manual process?
A great thing that we did in addition to the data replication, serverware now provides an option to set up a series of monitoring tests. So basically it monitors if a site or both sites or all of the sites are available and responding. If any of all tests fail, it either triggers a notification to the administrator or triggers the takeover action of a previously defined and saved takeover template. So this is again configurable by the users on how they would like to react to a site inavailability. But to emphasize the last point, effectively the takeover template and the triggering of it basically is the ability to automate the takeover of the services when a location is unavailable. And also, again, it offers the flexibility for the users to configure the response that suits them best.
Aida, you've got me excited for this, and I have to ask because I know a lot of people listening are going to want to know, is geo-redundancy currently available as part of serverware?
Great news is that geo-redundancy is available in serverware as of version 4.1. Version 4.1 was released on July 21st this year. So in case you are interested in buying serverware and the Geo-Redundancy, please contact our sales department and they will be happy to assist you.
Oh, fantastic. Is there anything else that we need to know about version 4.1 of serverware?
With version 4.1, we also released Bicom archiving storage, or in short, BUS, as we call it. It is an archiving storage for PBXware archived data, namely fax, clear reports, recordings, and voicemail. Basically, to comply with the GDPR requirements, the archiving data is encrypted with AES 256 algorithm. When mounted, the dataset is decrypted, to pay attention to that. Of course, please keep your keys safe in order to avoid the situation where your data is encrypted but inaccessible to you. Also, to manage, to mention, BUS can be managed individually per VPS or per domain as a whole.
Oh, tremendous. And of course, I've heard it so many times said that Bicom's products help bring us closer together, even in a virtual world. Aida, if you could, provide an overview for some of the other great products that Bicom offers.
So yeah, we have already spoken about serverware in past minutes. And it is the only virtualization platform optimized for telecommunications in the world. Apart from that, we also offer Glowcom, which is our communication tool that connects people around the world. Meeting enables not only voice, but also video communication, and thus facilitates all paraverbal and nonverbal communication, and facilitates the online connecting, especially in this pandemic environment that we are all in. Glowcom Go is a mobile application for Glowcom, which we have enabled on the communication mobile devices as well. And basically, it's a Glowcom in your pocket. And finally, Cyprot is our solution for protection against various attacks on the platform that may happen.
Lots of great product coverage areas, and for more information on any of these, you can go to www.bicomsystems.com and check out everything that Bicom Systems has to offer. Aida, thank you so much for the time today. It's been really illuminating.
Thank you. It was my pleasure, and talk to you soon.
Of course, absolutely. And don't forget, once again, visit bicomsystems.com. And while you're on the internet, be sure to go to channelvisionmag.com and check out this and other great podcasts that are available, courtesy of Channel Vision. From CV, I'm Brady Hicks.